Hi everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. Yes, back with a couple more scary movie reviews. Yes, I know Halloween's over, but I did say that I probably would overflow into the beginning of November to see what I needed to watch. I tried to do everything on my list. Unfortunately, I came up short of about 6. So 6 of those movies will either be watched throughout the year now or will be saved for next Halloween. One of those is The Exorcist, so I didn't get round to watching The Exorcist. But anyway, let's have a look and see what I watched at the last batch.
Happy Halloween!
Okay, so first up from 2008 is a film called The Strangers. Yes, not The Stranglers, The Strangers. Very nice addition there from Second Sight, I believe. Yeah, this was a good film. This was a home invasion movie starring Liv Tyler and Scott Speedman. Basically about a couple staying in this kind of like holiday home. They get a knock on the door in the middle of the night, and they come face to face with 3 masked figures, and they have to fight to survive, basically. There is no motive, you know. Why did they break into the house? Who are they after? Are they after Liv Tyler? Are they after Scott Speedman? So when they were asked, you know, why us? Why have you picked on us? They simply said, because you was home. That's quite chilling, because it means if they'd been out, you know, then they would have gone to the next house and messed with them. So it's just random that they were home. Yeah, it was a good home invasion movie. Apparently this sort of thing happens all the time. There was a bit of text at the beginning of the film telling you how many, you know, statistics, how many people get home invasion or break-ins, burglaries, whatever you want to call them. I thought it was a good thriller, some good jumpy moments, especially the door knocking. That made me jump because it was so loud, and I wasn't sure when it was coming. So I thought it was good. The good acting, yeah, especially from Liv Tyler. And a bit of a broken relationship film as well, you know, between these two characters. But overall, really had fun with it. Yeah. I gave Strangers 6 out of 10. Don't open the front door. Yes. Next up, this is a film I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to enjoy, because everybody knows how I feel about The Northman, although I really do need to rewatch it, so I will do. This is The Witch, also from Robert Eggers. This is a nice steelbook. This is signed by the wife in the film, Kate Dickie, I think it is. Yeah, it says, "To Big Pauly, I will fear no evil." And there's also a picture of her signing the steelbook inside. This came from Jamie Powell. Yes, my very good friend Jamie. So, The Witch. I enjoyed it. Believe it or not, I enjoyed it. Yeah. It's about a religious family who leave their homestead and set up home in a cabin near a forest. Mum and Dad, played by Ralph, I think it's Ineson. He was Chris Finch from The Office, if you remember. Also stars Kate Dickie, who signed the steelbook there, along with their 5 kids, including the oldest, Thomasin, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, which she was really good in this. They struggle to cope with their surroundings, and after their newborn baby vanishes, it becomes clear there's actually evil forces in the forests, and there's echoes of like witchery or witchcraftery. When they start turning on each other, distrust and fear pushes them to their limits. Yeah, it's creepy film. There's a creepy forest. Good acting though. The language took a little bit to get into because it's like ye olde English style, not exactly how we talk today. It's set in the 1600s. I enjoyed the family dynamics, the family in peril, the relationship between the family, and all the mysteries and that in the forest. And don't ever trust a goat either, yeah, because they're more trouble than they're worth. But yeah, I thought it was good. The cinematography was really good, acting was great, and overall, I really enjoyed the film. Yeah, I gave that 7 out of 10 cauldrons. What's that? I really don't know. I really don't know, Paul. Next up, we have Stephen King's Cat's Eye. Yeah, this was a good film. I hadn't seen this for a long time. This kind of reminded me of like Twilight Zone in a way. Yeah, it's by Stephen King from 1985. I loved the opening. The opening was fantastic of this film because it opened with a cat being chased by Cujo that almost got hit by Christine. So they threw everything of Stephen King's in there, all the popular ones. So I really enjoyed that. It's 3 anthology stories. So we've got James Woods stars as a smoker who joins Quitters Incorporated to try and stop smoking. But their methods are a little bit far out there. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. But he's being watched all the time. You know, is he going to light up a cigarette? Can he go and have a quick puff in secret? They always find him. Yeah, and there's also this like electric grate where if you're caught smoking, they'll go and grab one of your relatives and they are forced to like stand on this electric grate in this room and they turn the electricity up. You know what happens, yeah. Next, yeah, the next story is starring Robert Hayes from Airplane. He's an ex-tennis player. I think it's something involving gambling. He owes some gambling debts or something. So he's made a bet that he can't walk all the way around the edge of a building without falling off, which is very tricky to do. You get high winds up there. You've got pigeons that keep interfering with you. But eventually, you know, he manages to do it and he turns the table on the other person. So that's quite an interesting one. The last one, which I think is probably my favourite of the whole stories, stars Drew Barrymore as Amanda, who befriends a cat that she calls the General, or calls General. The cat protects her against the troll demon who steals children's breaths. Yeah, so there's this weird kind of like little gremlin that runs across, you know, the bedroom floor and just steals the breath from children. I love the dynamic of the height and how it really does look like he's that small, and the cat as well. The third act I felt like a real Twilight Zone episode. So the one with Drew Barrymore really felt Twilight Zone-y. Great picture and sound though with the 4K. Some great 80s music as well. With the police, and also a fantastic score by Alan Silvestri. So I really loved the film. Yeah, so 3 little individual stories, really good. I gave Cat's Eye 7.5 out of 10. Hello, puss. Okay, so next up, X. Yes, a little bit late to the party, but whatever. And I believe another film is already out called Pearl. So X is the first in a new trilogy by director Ty West. The next films are Pearl, which I believe is the prequel, and also Maxine, which is due out as well. It tells the story of a group of young filmmakers in the late 70s trying to make a porn film and make it big in the industry. The movie's called The Farmer's Daughter, so of course they need some relevant, correct setting, you know, so it's authentic. They rent an old barn in this secluded farm to get that authentic look. But the owners are an elderly couple who really would rather that they weren't there, so they stay out of their way. So the farm owner's wife starts to take an interest in the filmmakers. Mixed with jealousy of these youngsters, she longs for long-lost excitement and lust again. So what follows is basically a wrinkly old woman getting horny and wanting to be sexy again. Yeah, happens to the best of us. Of course, jealousy leads to anger, leads to violence. Yeah, it's time for a killing spree. Yeah, I love the setting of the film. Could be a bit raunchy at times, as they make their porn film. Actors were good, especially Mia Goth, who I've never seen in anything before, I don't think. She plays both Maxine and the old woman as well. I couldn't believe it was the same one. But she's also in Pearl as well. It also stars Jenna Ortega from the new Scream. Kind of a background role for her. She didn't really get much to do other than like hold the sound boom. So surprised she didn't have a bigger role. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the next films in the series. You know, Pearl, which is already out, which apparently is better than X, and Maxine, when that one comes out. Great 70s soundtrack, some good kills. Very creepy though, very creepy with this old woman getting horny and wanting to get it on. Yeah. But overall, I thought it was a really good film. Yeah, I gave X 7 out of 10. Get your wrinkles away from me, love. Okay, last on the list is Jeepers Creepers. That's right. Where did you get those beepers? Yeah, this film is about a brother and sister driving home through the American countryside when they witness what looks like some kind of wrapped up body being thrown down like this massive tunnel or big pipe or something like that. They encounter this big old brown truck that tries to run them off the road. And they believe these incidents are linked, so they go to check out this big tunnel or this big pipe. But when the brother, played by Justin Long, I thought he's really good. Justin Long is a good comedic actor. So I'm not sure if it really works with horror, but he's a good comedic actor, especially like in Die Hard 4. He decides to go down this tunnel, down this pipe, into a basement and discovers supernatural shit down there. Where it found hundreds of bodies all stuck to the ceiling and stuff like that. Aware that someone's been down there now in the tunnels, meddling with his affairs, the creeper chases after them. He likes to consume certain body organs to survive and carries this out kind of like every 23rd spring or something. I thought it was a good cast, especially Justin Long. He was also in Galaxy Quest, of course. The sister is played by, what's her name? Gina Phillips. I'm not really familiar with her, but she was good. There weren't really any jump scares in the film, but there was some good gore, some good creepiness, and some good kills from the creature. I liked how he sort of like jumped over cars and things like that. So yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good film. Whether or not I ever check out the other films, this one was a good film. And I think it's up there with like I Know What You Did Last Summer and stuff like that. So that was Jeepers Creepers, and I gave that also, I gave that 7 out of 10. Where did you get those peepers? Okay, so there we go. That is my last little bundle. So we had Jeepers Creepers, we had X, we had Stephen King's Cat's Eye, plus we had The Witch, and we also had The Strangers. As I said, it did tipple over into the beginning of November, but never mind, eh? With the weather out there like it is, you'd think it's horror season still. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share, and I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.